Hi everybody, this is Sonia, and I am here to do a request video on how I approach my cross-stitch projects. This video was requested by a couple of subscribers of mine that were curious as to how I go about doing my whips and how I, kit up my projects and things like that. So I thought I would go ahead and do that, and I hope that you guys find this information helpful, or something maybe that you might want to try. So anyway, and the questions are down in front of me, that's why I'm looking down. One of the questions was, do I start my projects in the center or do I start with a certain part of the design? What I do is I will start in the middle, and I will fold my fabric in half and all of that, and I'll find my center, and then what I will do is I will start with the color that is closest to that center, and I will work on that particular color until I will do a section until I run into a different color, and this color is not going to be for quite a bit further away. Then I will start on another color and I will work that color until I run into another color. So that is how I do it. I do it by color, and I will start with the color that is closest to the center of my fabric. And then the next question, they want to know, do I stitch all one color in an area or switch around? I will. Like I said, I start at the center and I work the color that is closest to the center area. Now I won't go from that area. I will always work around that area. So when I run out of the color that is in that area, then I will move on to the next color that would be right by the one I just finished. So for example, this real light color, I would do the light color until I run into the black. Then I would finish up the light color, then I would start working on the black, and I would get the black that is in this area finished. Then I will move on to the next one. I don't do this color and then jump way up here. I will wait until I get up here to do this same color. So that's how I do it. I hope that doesn't sound too confusing. But it's very simple. I just work, basically in sections, but I work by the colors. How do I manage my project thread supply while stitching? Okay, if I have a kit like this one, it already has the thread on it, so that is very easy. I just have everything in a Ziploc bag, and everything is already done for me, so I don't have to worry about that when I do the kits. The thread is already sorted out for me and makes things very, very easy to do. So that's how I do the kits. Now, with the bird and berries one that I am working on, and I love these colors, by the way. Look at those, bright. What I do is I work from the little skein. And what I'll do is I will pull off so much of it, and I will wrap it around the section where the number is. So all I have to do is pull it like I'm doing, and I am ready to use it. And I will do that, and then this is how I just put it back up like that. And that is how I will do it until I am done with the project or the color. Then I will bobbinate what is left. But that's how, and it stays. I mean, that's as far as they usually will unwind. So I have done all of them like that. So, and it works for me. And nothing gets, I mean, they're all done, and see, there's nothing that is coming apart or getting tangled up in any way. So that's how I do that. And I have my pattern in here. I've got my color chart in here. I put my floss in here, and I have my project in here. So that is how I work the thread when I'm using it. And like I said, when I'm done with the skeins, at the end, whatever's left, I will bobbinate them, number and bobbinate them, and then they will go into my floss box. Now, as far as whips, I've had a lot of questions about my whips. How I do my whips is right now I have three whips going. I have the wedding sampler, the Paris cross stitch, and I have the bird and berries. Today I am working on the Paris one. What I will do is what I do at night. At night I crochet. What I do during the day, well, okay, let me back up. At night when I get done crocheting, because I know that my daytime is cross stitch, I will get out whatever my next whip is, and I will put it on my table next to where I stitch, so it's already out. And what I do is I allow myself a 5-hour window to work in. So it can be 9 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It can be 10 o'clock in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. Or it can be 11 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, I am not stitching all that 5 hours, but my project is out, and when I am done with school, when I am done, if I'm out doing errands and I come home and I've got an hour that I can sit and stitch, I've got my stuff right there and I stitch for that hour. Then if I need to get up and I clean the house and I sit back down and I can stitch for another hour, then I stitch for another hour during that time. So in other words, I stitch during the 5 hours, but I might get maybe 2 or 3 hours of stitching in a day. Sometimes more if I'm lucky, but it's usually at the most 3 hours that I can do it. And the reason being is that why I do that is because I like to crochet in the evening. My lighting in my house works better for me to crochet at night and do the cross stitch during the day. So by 4 o'clock, between 2 and 4, then I am done with my cross stitch. And then I can, work on my evening plans, like, 5 o'clock I start getting my dinner ready and this and that, and then I can, then after I have dinner for about 4 hours, then that is where I concentrate on my crocheting. So that is how I do that. And as far as the whips go, then this will be today's whip. Tomorrow's whip will be the bird and berries. So tonight when I get done cross-stitching or crocheting, I will pull this out and lay it on my table so it is out and ready and I can see it and it's ready to go for tomorrow. And then Tuesday it will be the wedding sampler. So they all get a 5-hour window, and I usually can get 2 or 3 hours of that window done with cross stitch. So anyway, that is how I do my whips. That is how I do my threads for what I am working on. And that is how I do my process of, I go by color until I hit another color. And I work like that. Like the flower, I basically worked the flower because I would have been stopping and it would have taken a very long time. So I went ahead when I got to the flower, I did this, all the middle, and then I did the flower around. But anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope I wasn't rambling, and I hope you could understand what I was saying. Anyway, if you have any questions at all, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and commenting. I do appreciate it. I appreciate you all. And I am so, so glad that I am in a community with caring, helpful, friendly people. Thank you so much. Have a great day.